man. become good. Become good.
All right, what is up, everybody? Welcome to the Murphyverse Invitational presented by none other than the Murphy Auto Group. Big shout out for their support today. We'll actually be playing 6 games here in Apex Legends, starting with 3 games over on Stormpoint, before moving over to the final 3 games on the very recently updated World's Edge. We do have just shy of a full lobby today. It was an open invitational for all teams to sign up, participate, get their team involved for their chance at a $1,500 prize pool. We do have some stacked lobbies, even though they're not as full. We do have Element 6, very prominent EU roster. We do have Empire Gaming coming out of the islands, representing an NA squad. We've got 2R1C, led by none other than Hyarka, another EU powerhouse. LG Green, the recently signed, absolutely talented Kamor Gwen, just missing their third there. We do have Lust, Phoenix Legacy, and honestly, so many other talented teams from both NA and EU. Excuse me. We do have a little bit of a delay on, just for the competitive integrity side of things. So if you see me delayed a little bit in chat, I apologize in advance, but do want to make sure that the players have their fair shake at a $1,500 prize pool. So, as noted, $1,500. First place going to be going home with $750. Second going home with $450. Third taking home $300. So we'll just keep an eye on this initial drop. Going to see where teams are going.
Let's land here.
I do want to let everybody know that Game 1 is going to be featuring Command Murph. You can just type !MURPH in chat. Learn how you can win 0.1 ETH by visiting that most recent tweet there, commenting, liking, and following on the account.
Let's go. That way.
We are suffering from a little bit of packet loss, so just bear with us. We're going to try and go into this game again. Just 1 second while we update players. Just gonna wait for loneliness to load in here. Sometimes those load-ins are normally what actually cause the issues. So we're gonna let loneliness load here. But other than that, thank you for the pin, Trevor. Appreciate you. Yes, as mentioned, we are giving away zero point 0.1 ETH to one lucky winner who follow, likes, and comments on the pinned tweet. All right, I am going to kick on some music, though, just while we figure out what this player is going through as far as an issue is concerned, and then we should be able to drop in shortly. Here's what we're going to do. We're just going to reset, add a whole new lobby code. Because I do think for some reason one of the players was kind of sitting in a game and might have had a penalty. So we're just going to set up a new one, get him in here nice and quick. We'll be good to go. So I'll be back with you guys in just a minute. I just want to note, this is how players should be joining an Apex Legends lobby. It's 2023. The game's been out for ages. Competitive has been out for a hot minute. And now we've got everybody joining in nice and quickly. This is what we love to see. Get everybody in here. We'll be good to go here pretty quick once we have everybody in. Like I said, this loneliness here is kind of holding us up a touch. Sounds like some of the players had just left another game potentially, and it was causing a couple issues, but that's totally okay. But we'll get everybody back in here. We'll get rolling on this shortly. Hello, Haley. Hello, hello, hello. CIMJ able to pick up their third. That makes me happy. This is LG Green. Get them back. Get them situated. We got Citadel over here. Everybody's got their team names on. And gosh, do I love team names. All right, we've got Gwen locked and loaded. Not sure who this player is. Oh, it's TXR. All right. Beautiful. All right, we're going to turn off renaming team. We're dropping into tournament mode. That's how you get players in a lobby nice and quick. All right, what a beautiful time to end that song. So, as mentioned, we're going to be dropping into game number 1. This is the Murphyverse Invitational presented by the Murphy Auto Group. Huge shout out to them, putting up a $1,500 prize pool today. Going to be going through, doing a little bit of promo for the businesses in the area down there near Murphy Auto Group. So just a reminder that if you do want to use Command Murph, that's exclamation point MURPH in chat. That will prompt the pinned tweet that's sitting up there. We are giving away 0.1 ETH to any winner who enters, follows, and comments on the pinned tweet on the real Mike D. Murphy Twitter account. So make sure you guys head over there. If you are into the crypto market side of things, maybe winning that 0.1's not a bad day for you. I personally don't know anything about crypto. I'm terrible in the market. Never put any money in. I was scared of it. I was so scared. But big shout out to them at the Murphy Auto Group for sponsoring today's event. As mentioned, a $1,500 prize pool. First place taking home $750. Second taking home $450. Third taking home $300. Not gonna be a bad day for a couple teams out there. Earn themselves a little bit of extra pizza money. Maybe it's travel money for the brand new tickets that just popped up for the Apex Legends London quarters we're in right now on LAN. I can't keep up, honestly. There's always just so much going on.
I'm calling the ball.
All right, teams do look a little better. Seems like we've got everybody situated in the game. 17 full squads, so looking much better already than we did last game. All right, we're going to keep an eye on this path as it starts to head northwest. We're going north pad for this final drop. Teams, of course, able to input their drop location, so kind of curious to see who's going to maybe dabble in and mix things up a little bit. We've got Adept down the bottom, just outside Shipfall. We might be jumping on board with them shortly. It looks like they could be countering Aurora right off rip. Something you just not really want to do is take Aurora off the rip. Sunset. Ranchies and Cleve. Three absolutely talented fraggers out of the EU side. Or with Cleve here. Cleve's gonna, he does spot the enemy up top. He's only running the Mozambique P2020 right now. The absolute nightmare of a setup. They do lose Ranchies. They do lose Sunset. I like Cleve's play to put that thermal there. Give himself a little bit of cover on the stairs. Use that beautifully timed Mozambique to keep himself safe. Throws in the grab lift. Not a bad play at all. Able to keep that team from pushing in there. Cleve still going for a lot of these heals right now. Just trying to stay alive. Unable to stay alive much longer as the Havoc does come through and put down a couple. Pull up that map here. Keep an eye on where these teams are going to be rotating in from. It looks like the initial contest, except for this one at checkpoint, going to be Phoenix Legacy on board with Sabs, Denze, and Alpha Draft. Always good to see Phoenix Legacy showing up in the events. An EU frag powerhouse. Alpha able to take down two. Sabs takes down P6 Remnant, and that's going to be the process. Eliminated down and out. 15th place for them. They were able to earn themselves one placement point. So it actually looks like we had one of the teams misjoining. Shout out to fuckers eating a little bit of pizza. Missed the notification. Happens to the best of us, am I right? Gotta respect the play. Sako Hyarko, they're gonna throw that circle up to the western side. Gonna go downed Beast. Love the pull of the circle, and I do believe real quick, because this resets. Excuse me while I do this live. Boom. And, you know what? I'm not a super freak hammer, but I'll put it in there.
Extended light magia.
This way we can pull that up. Click that, and now we'll be able to see where that next circle is going to go. We'll just keep an eye on where things are heading. Like Sabs and Denze, they're going to be situated. Phoenix Legacy is going to be sitting nice and comfortably up there. We'll jump on board with Empire. Empire, if you're even remotely familiar with the Apex Legends scene, you know, back when early comp had started off, Gobble is one of those players that just, he played for Northern Forces, if you're unfamiliar with him. An absolute powerhouse of a player. Really, really smart player. Used to love watching him play, you know, when he was playing for Northern Horizon, excuse me, while I can't talk, Horizon Union. So really excited to see Gobble kind of starting to transition back into his, you know, Apex comp player role. Picked up Clankbot and Chalice, playing for Team Empire, as mentioned. So very excited to see what they're able to do today. They were actually, I believe, the first full team to sign up. A little bit excited, I might add, to play in today's event. We're in game number 1. As you can see there on the screen, reminder, it is sponsored by Murph. Type command Murph in chat. Giving away 0.1 ETH over there on Twitter, so make sure you guys get into that by following, liking, and commenting on the pinned tweet there. I have not been on YouTube, actually, in some time, Haley. I kind of just stopped streaming on YouTube. My numbers were just not there. So came back to Twitch, and it's not exactly that, numbers have returned over here, but I like the community that I've built over here, and it's just easier to integrate into. Thank you, Kev, for the follow. Appreciate you. Empire is going to be rotating into the northern area of next zone.
I say we move there.
I like this play out of Gobble, giving the IGL callouts for that. It does look like we've got E6. Again, Element 6. Very, very powerhouse team coming out of EU. They know how to rotate, they know how to do it quickly, and they know how to make it to land. So definitely going to be an interesting game for them. Just kind of watching. They're having their fair share of the take over here at checkpoint. Crafting all the loot that they could really need. Going to give themselves this, excuse me, Digi-Threat Wingman to start things off. Slayer's one of the players that will probably be swinging back to throughout this event. Slayer's always a blast, led by KS Winnie. Huge shout out to Element 6.
Arcstar here.
You can see Phoenix Legacy over here. They've started to rotate into this northwestern second circle. They know where this green outline's going to be.
Check out that area.
They did lose Sabs in that early fight. Does look like, but not really going to be going back to get that banner. They're going to back off, just let Element 6 have that area. We will jump down here, though. Lust, a name we're very familiar with. The Apex Legends female competitive scene. Renee unable to make it today. Does look like they got Dalton to come in. Dalton? Dalton's going to be subbing in, but we do have Scarlet and Cedar Pounce, which I think just gets funner and funner to say every single time I do. A beautiful wraparound from Scarlet goes up top, able to actually gatekeep the players inside the door. Dalton's going to walk in down one. Cedar Pounce coming through. Scarlet's going to get the break, and that's going to be all they wrote for STF. STF removed from C-Note Caves. You want to check on board with Adapt. Adapt playing out of the ring as if this is the current season of Ranked. Not sure what their plan is as of right now. But Adept playing outside just north of Fish Farms. And jump on board with 2R1C. Hyarko Zako. Amazing players coming out of EU. I know I'm going to talk about it a lot. Just bear with me. The EU scene has showed up to represent. They know what they're looking for. Jocko and Hyarka. Been playing in events here at Boom TV Proving Grounds since, pretty much since their inception. So they come back every time there's a prize pool, just to remind everybody they're still top of the game. Even in today's Murphyverse Invitational. Cannot wait to see how they do. Jump on board with CIMJ here for a minute. They've been a blast to work with behind the scenes. Nothing but easy management over at CIMJ. So shout out to them. They make every possible issue a non-issue. It's wonderful to see. Gobble's popping off in the kill feed. Jump on board. Gobble has taken a little bit of damage. Going to wrap around, get that KP on Tagelins. Gonna throw that portal, get himself back. This little drainage area should be able to keep himself, Chalice, and Clank relatively safe. Chalice doesn't even need the portal. Chalice just gonna throw the bracelet. Disrespect for your teammate right there. Disrespect. CIMJ has moved in. Ivy's gonna be a fill-in for today's event. Mandy Pink. Do want to note, Mandy is 14 years old. 14. And the first time I saw her was when she full clipped a whole team with a Kraber a couple events ago. So very excited to have Mandy with us today. Ivy did go down in a trade. Mercenary should be able to pop back just a little bit. Pop this Phoenix kit. Should be able to heal both full health and shields. Only needs 88 damage on her guns to level up that blue Evo shield to a purple. Gives her a little bit more damage she can take in these rotations.
Shield battery here.
Gonna call out those heals. Nothing just yet. Empire has put themselves in an interesting situation. They've got teams in front of them, to the side of them. Empire getting ready to play a little bit more aggressively, potentially. So we're going to be curious to see what they all swap into. But we did see Gobble going over to the Nemesis. So we'll let Gobble run that R9 Nemesis. A beautiful kit. Jumping on board with LG Green, Kamor, Gwen, Syriza. Normally did get buxed for today. Watch the rotation as they head over towards Spider Cave here. Not too sure what their plan is. They might be playing edge a little bit here. Going to rotate into this second circle or third circle a little bit later than normal. Lust slowly making their way in. Just kind of playing high ground, giving themselves that visual advantage. As you can see there, Dalton just beautifully ducks out of that charge rifle. That was coming in with a vengeance. Adept still down here. It looks like Adept just threw a balloon, so they should be able to get themselves relatively closer to circle. They do not have a lot of time to do so. Only a minute 20 before this starts ticking down some damage, but you'll get most of the way across Jurassic in this area. You'll be able to get through these gates, which are right here on the map. And then slowly start to just make their way in. They shouldn't have too much contest. Lust was relatively bottom of the circle, but it looks like Lust took a balloon as well, and Lust is just going to kind of rotate into the southwestern part of the zone.
Got a live one out there.
Yeah, Haley, I miss streaming. I do. I don't have the time for it. So luckily, able to at least stream this event today, you know? Hang out with my friends, put on a little bit of a show. It's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day.
Care package over. Classic human error, that one.
Does spot out the bow check, still a care package weapon. That's okay, it can stay there as far as I'm concerned. I feel like every time I step on the map and bow checks were not in the care package, it was like fighting a Real Tree Outdoor episode. It was always so difficult. Here goes CIMJ getting ready to go against the Beer Beavers. Vendetta, another prominent name in the Apex Legends Proving Grounds. Unfortunately, Beer Beaver is going to be eliminated. CIMJ walks away from that with 3 KP.
We should head that way.
All right, so we are on the bubble of placement points right now. You get 2 points for placing 8th through 10th. You do get 3 once there are only 7 teams remaining. So just kind of keeping an eye on where those remaining teams are. Mercenaries rotated out and around, potentially just spotting out, using the heartbeat sensor of Seer. Kind of spot out where these teams are going to be, and Gobble actually just rotated away from that whole area. So didn't really give them much of anything. There you can see that next zone is going to be pulling just off of Down Beast. Going to be an interesting play here for 2R1C. They normally play top of Down Beast, but they know this game inside and out. They know those circles. They know what's going to pull. So you do have to do a little bit of prep work for where this next zone is going to be, and there is not going to be a lot of building cover. As you can see when we zoom in, we've got some caves over here that people will be able to play in. We do have the little bridge over here, which is just under the antenna. You've got a little area over here in this next circle, but as this next circle closes, we're going to start to lose real estate quickly. Not something you really want to see if you're a 2R1C fan, but that's okay. Lust has started to make their way in, and this is going to potentially be Lust v LG Green. Two dominant teams, not only in the women's competitive space, but in the competitive space as a whole. So Kamor's just going to go for gusto. She's going to shoot that charge rifle off. Not going to be able to connect with anything massively, but they were able to break the bank a little just down through there. As you can see, Bucks using that Seer heartbeat sensor to try and locate where the teams are going, but should be able to push Lust out of this position. I don't think Lust is going to be coming through Spider Caves. It just wouldn't be a smart rotation on their part. As you can see, Lust has started to fall back. LG Green started to push up just to make sure they are indeed leaving. Thanks to Buxton, that heartbeat sensor, they're going to know everything that's going on. Go for a couple quick bursts there. Bucks actually broke Bang with 2 bursts and a little tap in the end. Nemesis doing favors, but now Adept has moved in. Adept's finally in the zone. and they're pushing up onto LG Green, who has put themselves in what would have been a controlling position over Lust. LG Green getting ready to stare down the barrel of two different teams. Adept has, I'd say, seemingly backed off. AJX keeping an eye on the players. Kamor's going to go block off that door. Not going to be able to get in. Excuse me. We're going to have time to pop that shield battery. Nothing too pending just yet. There is a big fight going on up here top north, so we'll come back to this fight in just a minute. But CIMJ is down to 1. Mercenaries moved in, unable to make something connect just there. That's going to be Empire coming out on top. They take down CIMJ. Clank Chalice, they are still up. Does look like we're going to lose Gobble in the transition of this circle closer. Round 3 is going to be all that it broke. CIMJ picks up the kill point on Gobble. Clank throws down the walls thanks to Rampart. They do a little bit of extra damage when you're shooting through them. They block a little damage when you're being shot at. It's really the perfect combination for a perfect storm. I've always been a fan of having Rampart, and I love the comp that Empire is running. They've got the Wraith, so you can entry frag, you can also exit when needed. Chalice, able to loot for his team, able to get more loot for his team, also able to use his bracelet, dip out if need be, and then you've got Clank here who throws up walls when you don't like being shot at. It's not a bad composition, especially if you are potentially running into some inexperienced teams, which are going to start to weed themselves out as we get into this top 10. Empire looking pretty good as of right now. They just need to get their IGL back. Gonna take a little bit of damage doing so. Nothing Chalice can't heal up from.
Let's reposition there.
We do see Haras El Hadoud has moved in. M47's moved in, taking real estate in this building. Leaves 2R1C just outside of that next zone. They're going to start to throw damage over there quickly, but just like that, Haras El Hadoud's going to start to have eyes on. The smoke comes out. The Digi threat, which allows you to see through the smoke, comes out on the R99 for M47. A quick heads-up play out of Haras. Try and make a little something happen. E6 in a fight over here on the right-hand side of the map, the eastern side. Jump on board Element 6 as they get ready to take this fight with, I believe, LG Green and Adept. Slayers and KS Winnie been a part of the Element 6 roster for some time. Winnie has been the IGL since, I mean, really, I can remember. So great to see Winnie leading Kind and Slayers into this fight. Winnie made a quick rotation there with the Pathfinder. Hitting down to where he wants to be. Need you guys to cover for me here. Winnie's going to take a little bit of damage. He's going to have enough time to pop back and put that shield battery in. Able to finish up one. Slayers is taking damage now. Well, fully healed Winnie's is coming in. We're getting ready to get close and personal. When he saw the player go up, he was just waiting for him to come down. A heads-up play to stand back. Here he goes. He's going to try and entry frag with this Eve 8 shotgun. Not going to happen. Going to miss one. Able to down and full kill Gwen. Kamor falls. This should be... Buxt comes through real quick with the one melee, but that's going to be Lust and LG Green eliminated almost identically at the same time. Helmet Slayers trying to just stay alive.
I got you, brother.
Slayers was able to stay alive. Unfortunately, they lost Winnie's on the transition. Buck's able to come through, though, and try and put a little bit of damage in there at the very least. But Element 6 comes out on top. LG Green falls. We did see Lust fall very quickly in the kill feed as well. I believe that was Haras that had come over. Scarlet Envy's box, yes. That was Team Lust. They were able to eliminate. Empire struggling a little bit, hiding behind the actual portal. Heads up play from Gobble, but it's not going to come through quick enough. Empire Gaming going to be eliminated in 4th place. Not a bad game one, considering they lost a couple players earlier on. Able to get Gobble back. Haras El Hadoud looking a full team of 3. E6 is the only non-full team of 3 that we've got left. We do have 8 players left in the lobby, as you can see top right of your screen.
Enemy over there.
R1C, Haras El Hadood, and Element 6 getting ready to start this final fight. Haras, looks like they were able to get that. I'm not sure if they were able to break. They were not able to break the Gib, but they did now. TTXR moving over to try and just a little bit of extra damage, burn through a couple extra heals. Gonna have to go through one of those 6 shield batteries remaining. Haras in a very good position. It's gonna be Element 6 moving in. They're just trying to stay alive. They might be able to pull off a sneaky banner revive if they get around the other side, but not a risk you're willing to take this late in game. Slayers was actually out of heals. He's gonna have to use these rocks as cover. A good heads-up play. Jump on board with 2R1C. They do have dominant position. Somehow pushed Haras El Hadood out of the buildings that they had come up and taken earlier.
Target spotted.
Chaco calls out where one of them was, tries to get the little wall bounce fade away. An animation that allows you to still see through your sight, but you're jumping away from the wall. Chaco's going to hit a couple with the Spitfire. Does have 4 thermite grenades, excuse me. I see thermal all over my timeline so much from Warzone, I get them mixed up every once in a while.
Let's reposition there.
Good quick shots come through from Hierarchy. He's only got 1 cell left, so he does have to be careful when he wants to use it. Does have his gas cloud ready to go. Quick shots. Gonna get himself up to a red Evo shield, so he's done enough damage to earn himself an additional cell of damage he can take on his shield. No one's gotten ready to push in just yet. Only 25 seconds. That final circle will start to close, and game number 1 will be all over. C2 here, this little ring, this is where that final circle is going to be. We do have enough of a delay on stream, so not a worry if players are tuning in. They're going to see where that final circle is. They know where they're going to have to push. This final circle is going to start to kick off in 3, 2, 1. And just like that, round 6 is closing. We've only got a little bit longer until a winner is going to be determined. 1:58. Haras El Hadood, 2R1C, Element 6. Element 6, the only team of 2, so we will jump on board with them. He does have the Gibraltar Strike, so he's going to be throwing that down, the Artillery Strike. I apparently have no comms whatsoever today. That's going to allow them some cover. It's going to push back some players to a different angle. They should be able to rotate in. Not sure if they're going to go right or left on this. They do have kind of the option as to which way they want to go, but 2R1C not letting anybody push in. 2R1C is going to have walls in front of them for a majority of the remainder of this closing circle, just under 1.5 minutes. Couple shots come through from Thorfinn. Gonna do some shield swapping. There comes that thermite grenade. That's not gonna connect for all it was hoping for, but Thor does have his bang ult ready to go. Could be throwing that anytime. Here it comes. This is gonna be a loud little bit of explosions. Gonna go for the place that'll do the least amount of damage to you. Damage is raining in from every different angle. Element 6 is pushed up. They're gonna lose Slayers in the first transition time. Playing on the knock shield. Going to use that for as much cover as possible while dealing as much damage as possible. He does quite a bit. Element 6 going to be eliminated. The only team of 2, 2R1C, does have 1 player down. Iarka and Uchako have both gone down. Haras could be coming out with a win, and they do. Your Game 1 champions, Haras El Hadood. As mentioned, Haras El Hadood comes out on top of game number 1. We'll be back with you, here in just a few minutes for game number 2, our second game of the night.
Bounce.
All right, we are getting ready to drop into game number 2. We'll go over the scores here from game number 1 momentarily. We do have an additional team that has joined us. So shout out to Fuckers. Eating that pizza as quickly as he can, joining the lobby. Marvin Chalice Gobble. Thank you for the follows while we were away. Appreciate all 3 of you. Does look like we have everybody joining in. Looks like we've got 54 players, which is exactly where we're supposed to be. We will have 18 teams moving forward. We had 17 for game 1, of which Haras El Hadoud able to come out on top, put up a 19-point game. Added 7 kills to their kill tally, did a total of 3,317 damage. And I have updated the now command in chat so that you guys can actually pull up those scores yourself. Element 6 coming out in second, 18 points. 2R1C, who I know we talked a bunch about, come out in third, 14 points. Empire rounds out fourth with 9, tying LG Green. So that's going to be your top 5 for the time being. If you have any questions as to maybe where your favorite team, where your favorite player ended up, feel free to drop the ask in chat or use command now. Pull up this map here just to see where everyone is dropping. Big shout out to Spearhead Merchant Services. Which I will get back with in 1 second. Might have a player with some packet loss, so just want to see. All right, we will end this lobby as well.
Big, small, don't matter. This is your champion.
I'm glad that you guys can't see the Discord where I type to the players all my, typos constantly back and back and bath. Just kind of... All right, here we go. Dropping game 2. There we go. All right, we're going to take this again. We're going to see what happens here. Had a couple players with some connection issues, like I mentioned, so just want to make sure that we give everybody a chance to get into the lobby, play for their fair share. Also, Arsenal, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. B, thank you for the follow. I'm not going to say your full name. All right, we're almost there. I can feel it. All right, so just a quick refresh then. For the time being, while players are loading in, Haras El Hadood did come out on top of game number 1. They were one of the final 2 squads of 3 fighting against a squad of 2. Element 6 pushes in to try and take down 2R1C. So 2R1C has to swing both left and right to kind of defend off Haras El Hadood and Element 6. Unable to, unfortunately, make it happen. Element 6 able to add a couple last-minute kill points, get themselves up to 18 points total. Haras El Hadood comes out on top of the final fight, which is the most important. It is going to net you 12 of those crunchy little placement points. Earns themselves 19 points after game 1. So great start for Haras El Hadood. Element 6, second place with 18. 2R1C, third with 14. Empire and LG Green, tied for 4th with 9 points. Once again, we'll just pull up the map here real quick. See where everything's going to go. We're going to watch these players get ready to drop in, just making sure that we don't have any additional packet loss. Nothing's come through in the Discord just yet. Players are starting to drop in.
I say we go there.
Uh-huh.
Never mind. Let us explore there.
Let's check out that area.
Cancel that.
And it does look like we've got some packet loss issues on the players' side. Going to just give this one more restart.
Touchdown near me. This is your champion.
Sheppo, thank you for the follow. Badger DNA, thank you for the follow. Bear with us one moment. We're just trying to get players into a lobby. Had a couple packet loss issues today, so just want to make sure all the players have their fair shake at the $1,500 prize pool. And hopefully this is the only time we have to do it. Last time, I should say. All right, we are just missing a couple players, and we'll get right into game number 2. Waiting on a couple last players to take their spots. We'll be good to go, and we'll get things back underway. All right, we are going to try and get ready to drop into game number 2. I know it's been a little bit of a process, but thank you for hanging out, bearing with us. Make sure everybody gets into this game, gets things rolling correctly, and then we'll be good to go. All right, no one's complaining just yet of any packet loss, but that normally takes place once we get into the lobby a little bit. Does look like we've got everybody's teams named too. Wow, it's gonna be a good day. Just a reminder, Haras El Hadood, team number 1, top left of your screen there, M47, Art, and TTXT. They're gonna be your winners from game number 1. Came out on top of game number 1 with a 19-point game. All right, pull up map. Toggle that next ring. It looks like it's going to be almost the same exact zone that we were just getting ready to play. Although this one's going to be better because there's not going to be any players reporting packet loss just yet. Got to get some players out of the ship. Make sure everything's good to go. All right, it does seem as though game number 2 is finally underway. And just as I say that, I get a ping in Discord. 1 second.
Let's go that way.
I want to jump over to one of these players is complaining of severe lag issues, so I just want to see what it kind of looks like from their POV, make sure that if that's the case, you're able to handle that accordingly, but Comitius is bounced out beautifully. That's what we want to hear. All right, he was able to get his little lag situation balanced out, so that's perfect. Now we can talk about game number 2 a little bit. Mia Stell, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. I was just talking last game about how CIMJ has been so wonderful to have as a part of our events, so thank you for the follow as well.
Got an Evo shield here.
All right, so as you see on the screen, game number 2 is brought to you by Spearhead Merchant Services. Business owners are able to save big on their day-to-day costs. Maybe even score some new headphones. Who knows? Type command Beats by Dre in chat. Make sure you enter that information in the form, and those brand new beats could be yours. It's literally that easy. So if you're a business owner who does use point of sale or any sort of whatever that uses a credit card, make sure to check out Spearhead Merchant Services by typing command Beats by Dre in chat. Huge shout out to Spearhead Merchant Services for joining us for today's Murphyverse Invitation. Now that we've got everybody in-game and situated, actually I want to keep an eye on this Element 6 fight. Able to take down 1-2. I believe this might have been... This was not Aurora. Not 100% sure who they had dropped on.
Making contact with enemy.
But Element 6 was going to potentially lose one. They're going to get their IGL Winnie back up in Adam. Slayers in kind have taken a little bit of damage, but shouldn't be anything too dramatic. Only players in the area actually pushed out Citadel. So 1, 2, 3, he was a part of the Citadel squad. Post-kill, a name we're very familiar with here in the Apex Proving Grounds. So great to see Post-kill sign up for the Murphyverse Invitational today. No other major fights just yet. Everyone's kind of keeping their distance. No one's really taking these fights that they were in Game 1. You always kind of poke and prod a little bit. See Empire moving through the eastern side of this circle. Little did they know their zone is pretty much going to be closing right in their area. LG Green just below them. They haven't pushed up into taking anything just yet. Brain-tastical, Serbo, and Monkey. Going to hang out in the IMC Armory down just outside Fish Farms. It's extremely loud there, so we'll transition away. As you can see right here, no teams just yet taking things on. Lust, however. Lust's getting ready to move down into C-Note Caves, potentially getting ready to take on this STF team. Shabusha has moved away. Scar has thrown out the call. Ashki has joined the ranks. And Sear Pounce is ready to pounce. Gotta think of better puns for Sear Pounce. Work on that in my offseason. Ashki joining them, though, if you're not familiar with SRN Ashki. Another female fragger that can just absolutely hang with the best of them. Get that initial opening fire from Ashki. Try and give a little cover to Scarlet, who's playing over to the left side. She has the swing to the left a little bit. Able to break the Seer. So STF does have one damaged. Scarlet going to swing into this left side. Ashki's going up top. Here comes the car from Scarlet. Going to be on light ammo mode. Going to arc star that bottom door. A heads up play. Do a little bit of damage. Now they potentially realize they're coming in. That black hole is going to be placed perfectly on the outer side of the door. It's going to pull enemies in. There goes the arc star. There goes the frag. She's got the thermite in hand. Can't make anything connect just yet with it. Player's going to be sitting over in that top corner just above the stairs trying to stay alive. She's going to have to heal up a little. Scarlet's going to have to heal up. And it does look like Sabs has also taken a fight, so we're going to jump up there real quick as 2R1C, currently sitting in third, potentially getting themselves into a situation right now, looking for a little bit of love. Chaco able to take down Denze, a beautiful play by Chaco. Gonna hit that R99 up close. No, they're actually going for the revive, trying to bait out Uchako. Sab's gonna get the finish. Alpha's gonna get the kill on Uchako. Element 6 back to full health. Was a little worried there a little ago, but Element 6 back in it. They have an idea where this next zone's gonna pull.
I think we should move that way.
Looks like Lust still actually down in C-Note Caves. Not sure what they're looking for down there. Let two of the STF players get away. All three of the STF players get away. So I'm not sure what they're doing down in C-Note still, but that's totally okay. We'll come back to them in a little bit. Empire has taken up residence in the middle of this next circle.
The flame draws me this way.
LG Green sitting relatively close to them, just to the south. Element 6 has moved into the buildings just to the west. This is what we love. Excuse me, this is what you love to see. Everyone's playing zone for the most part. Aurora and RAR XD going to be playing edge a little bit closer than they'd probably like to be to another team. Aurora knows the players are over there. They just haven't built up the resources just yet to push. That's going to be Roar just absolutely getting out of there. They say, you know what, jump in. Nothing's more important than family. Nothing beats a good Fast and the Furious. I don't even know. I'd say joke, but I don't know. Fast and the Furious. You know, we can't get too far into it.
Let's check out that way.
Let's go OT.
Beer Beavers Vendetta. Trying to command her team into the top 5. Beer Beavers, as of right now, round out your top 10. They're actually tied for 10th with Citadel. 2 points to their name as of right now.
Let's go over there.
Keep an eye on this overarching circle.
Oh no, an enemy.
Actually jump on board with Haris El Hadoud, winners of game number 1.
Standard stock here. Level 2. Improves handling speed. Laser sight here. Level 2.
Haras not too sure what they want to do just yet. They're sitting outside of the gate right now, just trying to keep an eye on where this Aurora team was.
Really close to me.
Kind of playing opposite sides of that fence. Haras was playing a little bit defensively on it at first. They're still going to keep M47 there, which I really liked from them. Not going to just open up a lane. Let another team walk in from behind, so a good heads-up play out of them.
Let us go there.
Biggins from Walmart, NRG, and Hadeen. Trying to look for a little real estate inside of... they found a building. They're going to want to move in a little bit more to the east here as we go forward. No teams currently looking at these buildings to the eastern side, just outside Launchpad. So you've got fish farms. You can rotate over to the IMC Armory. You can rotate up to the Launchpad, and then you kind of make your way in.
Closed door here.
You just normally sit right over in this area here. We did have Rain Tassical down here a little while ago. I'm not sure if his team's still in it. I do believe they were. Let's find out real quick. They are out, so Roar XD, unfortunately, looks like they fell. Biggins does have eyes on another player. He's got that 30-30 primed and ready to go. It's going to hit for a little bit more because he's been aiming down sights for a little while. Biggins going to be potentially getting ready to contest this.
Contact.
Not Biggins, excuse me, Haras. El Hadoud does not have the digital threat for the G7. Going to try and take a couple of those shots anyway. I like the Gusto TTXR, or TTXTR. Been saying it wrong for a game and a half. Thanks for correcting me, chat.
Enemy spotted. Near me.
And here comes Lust. Lust getting ready to third-party things inside Jurassic. Scar Envy has thrown out the black hole. Hasn't connected with anything just here. She's not her black hole. Still has hers in her bag. Scar going to take some serious damage. She's going to have to back up. Ashky's going through a heal right now. Serpoun's going through a heal. Not going to be able to get away with that as Sunset takes down one. That's going to be Aurora moving in right now, ready to go. They're going to lose Cleve. M47 shooting from across the way. That's going to take down Scar.
Hostile. Danger close.
Not sure if I just heard what I thought I heard. So, 1 second. Okay, I thought I heard a heat shield come out, and I was relatively confused. We're playing on tournament mode, so there are no heat shields in the game. You know, you're not allowed to go out there and just sit in the zone for time upon time. So just making sure that I didn't see one of those. Ranch, obviously taking damage. He's inside zone. That Thermite's going to come out. Sunset, and Ranch is going to wrap around this rock. Should be able to spot where this remaining player is. Sunset's also going to potentially go down shortly. He does fall to both the zone and team damage. Not sure why there's so much zone play going on right now. But Aurora staring down the barrel of elimination. That's going to be it for Aurora, as Haras El Hadood has come out on top. Element 6, they are in a fight right now with Empire. It looks like Clank just tried to keep things going. Slayers does fall. Clank and Slayers are both down. Here comes that final push in from Element 6. Just trying to see if Element 6 is a one-person team or not, but it does look like they're going to try and get Clankbot down. Chalice has taken a severe amount of damage, unable to escape. Empire going to be down and out. They fall in 9th. Process getting ready to rotate their way down into zone. They've got a long flight ahead of them, but they rotated from literally the top of nothing. So able to just rotate in slowly, take their time. And should be some free real estate for the process. Team no reply. Cadence sitting outside of zone. Taking his sweet time. Come back over and touch on the process here in a little bit. Phoenix Legacy able to stay alive, keep things rolling. Buck's going to take down Kind 4 up in the kill feed. Go see what Citadel's up to right now. Just yet. And CTD is going to say, you know what? It's time to get out of here. Gonna wait a little bit longer, wait for the circle to start to close, make sure no one's at their back, and then this way they can actually fly in using the ring. They don't have to worry about any team landing on their back because the ring's at their back. This is actually going to be where they wanted to go. So Citadel wanted to land inside of there, but we'll jump on board with LG Green, who's in another fight. I feel like they've been fighting the whole day. Phoenix Legacy going to come out on top, and we jump on board with Alpha Draft, who's your new kill leader with 5.
Hostile spotted. Let's go that way.
Ross El Hadood has made it into the top 6 yet again. Can they go back-to-back? We don't often see the back-to-back style games. So we're going to be very excited if we can
Over there.
see back-to-back.
Spotted a bamboo over there. There's a ninja. Let's reposition here. Let's reposition here.
Spotted over there. Cancel that.
1 second while I'm just answering a player question real quick.
Saw someone out there. Stay focused. Got a live one out there.
All right, we should be good. Thank you for your patience, everyone. We're back with Haras El Hadood. Still 6 teams left. We've got a Curiosity, Haras El Hadood. We've got the Process, Citadel, STF, and Phoenix Legacy. It's going to be an exciting game ender regardless of what's about to happen. Citadel, as we saw, post-kill was down and out earlier, but they were able to get him back in, so LK and I'm just going to call him Numbers. Phoenix Legacy was doing some more work over here, as you can see. We're down to the top 5. Sab's getting revived quickly. Phoenix Legacy goes up, adds a couple more kill points to their name. Alpha sitting on a few. Process able to pick up a couple extra kill points. Does look like they lost post-kill. Does look like Citadel lost LK. Harass sitting in a god spot right now. They're essentially in charge of who gets into this next zone or not. And pop a couple of those G7 shouts from range. Able to do some damage. The grenade's going to go up in the air. Grenade could land and be something absolutely powerful. Unfortunately, only hits for 7. Worst case scenario, but Cadence is down and out. K, one of the last solos of the lobby. Down to 3 trios in a solo. So, I think as a collective group, we all just root for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and it's not going to happen. Citadel will be down and out. Harass El Hadood, The Process, and Phoenix Legacy. Excuse me, are your remaining teams. Harass El Hadood currently sitting in first, 19 points. Phoenix Legacy sitting in 9th with 4. The Process sitting in 15th with 1. We're going to see a tie broken. It's just going to be a matter of if we see Harass El Hadood come out on top of yet another back-to-back game. Do want to give one more shout out this game to Spearhead Merchant Services. If you're a small business owner, your needs are maybe not where they need to be as far as point-of-sale transactions. Make sure you use command Beats by Dre in chat. Enter your information there. Maybe somebody from Spearhead will reach out. Maybe they'll have some free Beats by Dre headphones. You never know. But enter command Beats by Dre in chat. Fill out that information. And thank you again to Spearhead Merchant Services for being a part of an amazing event here at the Murphyverse Invitational, presented by the Murphy Auto Group. Couple good quick shots out of TTX with the G7, just trying to keep that latter team at bay. As you can see, this center circle is going to pull right towards the platform. Of course, the players don't know this. There's no recon available in this area, so you do have to get a little bit knowledge. You have to play the game for a few thousand hours here and there. Remnant was able to put down some damage. They're able to down and finish Denze. Sabs has gone down as well from TTX. Harass El Hadood actually swung hard west to make this happen and to make it work. A good heads-up play out of TTX. They launch into the sky using the grab lift. TTX able to push in. They do lose Sabs. They do lose Draft. That's going to be all it wrote for Phoenix Legacy. It's Harass El Hadood actually getting ready for game number 2. Beautiful shots come through. Harass not taking their foot off the gas as they go back-to-back for Game 1 and Game 2. Harass El Hadood, your Game 2 champions of the Murphyverse Invitational. We'll be back shortly with Game number 3.
We have our Apex champions.
All right, we are getting ready to drop in for game number 3. This will be the final game here on Storm Point. Thank you for the follow, Fab Fox, DVL, and Jad. Thank you, thank you. Haras has been playing out of their minds today, so I have to agree with you. As of right now, they are sitting atop of the leaderboard. Do have themselves, I believe, 42 points right now. We'll go over scores here very shortly. Making sure everybody gets into the game, making sure, excuse me, that there's no ping issues. We're good to go, and the map's pulled up. Let's keep an eye out where everybody's actually going to be dropping on this one. But after a dominant Game 1 and Game 2 by Haras Al Hadood, they are clearly leading this lobby. First place as of now, 42 points. Element 6 in second with 29. Phoenix Legacy in third with 21. I'm going to do one ending on this game. It looks like some packet loss coming out yet again.
A rifle landed close by.
All right, now we're going to drop into game number 3. We do have a couple players, as mentioned, that are just having a little bit of a connection issue when it comes to getting into these lobbies. So we will be dropping momentarily once the match has decided to start. We are dropping into game number 3. Big shout out to the Miami Millionaires Club, as you see on the left side of your screen. Exclamation point MMC in chat. How does 50 extra dollars sound? Not too bad, right? Enter command MMC in chat. Follow the link over to that YouTube. Make sure you comment and subscribe. Make sure you're commenting on the most recent video that you're from the Murphyverse Invitational. You'll be entered in to win one of their $50 giveaways. So big shout out to the Miami Millionaires Club coming through and supporting things as part of this Murphyverse Invitational. Command now will actually bring you that if you wish to use that. That's where I tend to leave it, but that's just me.
Let's make it spot a replicator over there.
All right, well, Apex Gods want us dropping on board with Team Empire, so that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to follow Chalice all the way down to Storm Drain. We're going to see what Chalice comes out on top with. What do you think? What are we guessing? Over-unders? All right. Whoever picked a Volt and a Flatline, congratulations. You're the winner of a crisp high five. I have never landed on a Volt and Flatline in my life. I would like a loot evaluation of where I normally drop. Pull up the map again real quick, though. It does look like we've got LG Green going pad. It does look like Zerbo, Monkey D. Fluffy, and Raintastical, which is part of Fucker's team. I hope it's Fuckers. Imagine if it was like Fackers.
Let's explore this way.
I think it's Fuckers, though. It's one or the other. I gotta ask Jen now. I'm gonna keep pronouncing his name wrong otherwise. But that's gonna be the team that's down there at Fish Farms. Depth and Aurora could be engaging in an early fight. Yet again, it's kind of this no man's building just above Shipfall. Ranchi's gonna fall. Clevey able to push out on top. Gonna drop down on top of them. Not sure they're gonna be able to get this final player. They do down the bang. Gonna go get that kill P as quickly as possible. Ranchi's playing lookout. That Valkyrie's gonna drop down to the wrong area. Aurora's gonna come out on top of Adept.
On your feet, darling.
Thank you, Jed.
Plenty of fight left in you.
I like to hear myself talk, so it's really the perfect gig for me. Alright, they're going to have a little bit of friendly banter down there on top of each other's boxes. You have to expect it every once in a while. So you see the Empire split here. Thunder watching Stormcatcher. Actually a really good heads-up split from them. Going to be able to cover a lot more ground, especially in a lobby where you're not running against full Predators all the time. This is going to be Citadel and Element 6, so they landed on each other yet again. Citadel's going to drop down bottom, does not have the drone charge, so will lose the drone early. An unfortunate loss.
Yeah, let's go over there.
Just keeping an eye out for any other action as of right now. Citadel and Element 6. Haven't really done too much engaging, and just as I say that, we get some fights up top. CIMJ is in a fight. Mercenary, their sub, has jumped in, ready to take some wingman shots, able to do 41 hip, not gonna matter. No reply comes out on top, and CIMJ is eliminated. I do want to note one more time, Mandy Pink, who was on the CIMJ squad, is 14. 14. And the first time I heard of her, she was in the Proving Grounds Ladies Night, team wiping with a Kraber at 14. That still blows my mind. But unfortunately, we do lose CIMJ a little bit earlier than I think even they expected. Empire started the rotation into zone. You can see it's going to pull a little bit towards Barometer. For those of you not as familiar with the zones as myself, thanks to our friends at the Apex Legends status page on Twitter, you can actually play a ring picker game. It counts the time you take to guess the final ring, shows you the first couple, and then you basically just click on the map, and that's all you have to do. But it allows you to kind of maybe get the knowledge that you don't have with a data miner, you know, on your team. Or maybe you don't play 4,000 hours of ranked a day. Go play the leaderboard, or the final ring guesser. Thanks to our friends over at the Apex Legends status. Putting on some amazing things. But speaking of friends, don't forget to use command MMC here in chat for the Miami Millionaires Club $50 giveaway.
We should move there, companions. Evo shield here.
I do have that pinned, so make sure for your chance to win $50, subscribe and comment on the most video there. I do have that link as part of the pinned message as well. So big shout out to the Miami Millionaires Club joining us for today's Murphyverse Invitational. We are a little ways into game number 3 here. Running a little bit behind from where we would like to be, thanks to a couple player issues, but you know what? It is what it is. It's not a bad day when we get to sit back and watch some Apex Legends, am I right? Does look like Empire is going to be getting into a fight with Citadel, so we'll jump on board this. We are just outside Jurassic as Gobble tries to keep things going. We see our Pounce fall. Walmart NG. Walmart RNG has fallen in the kill feed. They're going to take 15th. Lust getting ready to take on Phoenix Legacy. They do lose Sir Pounce to Alpha. Beautiful shots come through on the 30-30. Chalice hit all 4 of them. Able to down the 1-2-3 player. With a charge rifle nonetheless. Chalice able to back up and heal. Citadel's going to be eliminated as Empire comes out on top of that team fight. Added a couple kill points to their name now. Empire playing Where Do We Go Next? Looks like they've got themselves relatively set up and situated for the time being. I have got to put my Discord on Do Not Disturb. That's correct. All you have to do is subscribe to that channel, comment on the video. I would just make sure to know on the video that you're from the Murphyverse Invitational so they can spot you out a little bit easier. But you do that and you're basically entered to win the $50 giveaway. I do want to know I'm not personally handling that $50 giveaway. So just keep an eye out, whether it's in your YouTube comments, on a Twitter notification. I will try and find out more as to how that $50 is being distributed, who's giving that away, what the ETA on timing looks like. But for the time being, that's how you enter, is you subscribe to that channel and comment on the most recent video.
We can cruise over there.
Phoenix Legacy, they've only got 1 kill point, so they were not able to take down Lust completely. We do see Element 6 struggling to stay alive right now. I believe this is Haras El Hadoud. Surprisingly eliminated in, I believe that was 13th. So kind of a surprising exit from the back-to-back Game 1, Game 2 champions. But Element 6 able to come out on top. Element 6, the one team right now behind them, sitting in second place, as well as Phoenix Legacy. So the top 3 teams have essentially just broken out in the fight. Element 6 trying to stay alive as Phoenix Legacy gets ready to push in. Phoenix Legacy only 7 points away from Element 6 after game number 2, so they do need to make things work. I have streamer mode on, believe it or not, and it's still doing that. I'm a newbie little bot, so I don't know, Tonda. But I did have streamer mode on, and it was still making the ba-doo noises. Element 6 able to down one of Phoenix Legacy. Alpha Draft, who was leading the game just a couple games ago with 6 KP to his name. Going to be a good quick push in. Denze does go down. Sab's the only remaining player. Can TSM Sabs make it happen? Clank actually came in from nowhere to down Slayers. Phoenix Legacy was able to take down a couple, but now we've got Empire pushing in for their share, excuse me, I can't talk, of KP. Chalice stays down low. Chalice going to take off this third-party fight getting ready to go on. Clank bot sitting up top with the charge rifle. Does have eyes on, does have the rampart walls down. Chalice has taken a little bit of a stun, so he's going to need to reset. Right now, Clank and Gobble do have command of that top building. AS Winnie was able to get out for Element 6, so Element 6 is still in the running. They are sitting in second with 29. So do just need to see a little bit more out of them. Empire, who just came in and, I'd say, very violently reintroduced themselves to this lobby, sitting in 7th with 12 points after game number 2. Game 3, they will have a couple kill points to add. Definitely some placement points as long as they keep playing the way that they are. Empire right now sitting in a god spot. They have high ground. They can control rotations from afar. It was making a badoop, badoop. That's the best Discord noise I can do. I don't know, Tonda. It's the best one I got. I hear it enough every day, so I should be able to master it. 2R1C sitting down to the southwestern, more western side of Empire. They haven't pushed up and really wanted to take anything just yet. A wise decision on their part. They don't know where this next zone's going to be, but you can see here by the dotted outlines, Empire and the Beer Beavers going to be sitting very cozy. 2R1C as well, so no need to really take this fight just yet and blow through all your resources. Thorfinn sitting on a completely gold-kitted wingman. He's got the gold magazine that'll reload automatically while it's sitting in your backpack. He's got the digital threat so he can see through smoke. And he's got the skull piercer, which does an extra 11 damage when a headshot occurs. Goes from 88 to 99, I believe. Why do I know that? I don't know. But I'm pretty sure those are the damage numbers.
Over there.
Aurora, who we watched early take on team, I believe it was Adept. Looking for some extra KP. Aurora playing very well today. Just need to see a little bit more, I guess, kill points out of them so far. Sitting in 13th with 6 after 2 games. Does look like Lust is in a bit of a struggle as well right now. I'm just trying to find them because they're not even on the map as of just yet. That's okay. We'll go back to them. Sir Pounce, as you can see, eliminated Ashki and Scarlet's Envy. Trying to stay alive there. Way up in no man's land. Circle's going to get ready to close into round 3, though. This is going to do a little bit more damage to them, so they're going to want to start planning. What are they going to do? Where are they going to go? All right, next zone is up. We'll jump back down to 2R1C, who, as of right now, the only team in the 4th circle. You'll see this ring start to close in. Once this closes in, it's going to push in all those final remaining teams. Barometer is going to become a hot zone very quickly.
Let's go over there.
The process rotating in from the northwest or northeastern side, excuse me, coming through Jurassic area. Going to do a little bit of extra damage onto these Prowlers. It does not level up your Evo Shield as a normal bullet damage to another player would, but it does offer a little bit of extra damage, a little bit of extra assistance towards getting that Evo Shield leveled up. Winnie making the rotation of a lifetime. This is exactly why Winnie's the IGL for E6. He's just going to do something absolutely crazy right now. He was able to get Kine and Slayer's banners. He's spawning them back in. He's going to find one quick heal. He's going to go for it. Not going to be able to get it. He might actually die beforehand. Waited just a touch too long. And unfortunately, Element 6 going to be full E-lift there. Lust was able to get back into zone after making one hell of a rotation. Ashki subbing in for Team Lust today. Scar Envy, Sir Pounce, waiting to see what's going to take place next as they get ready to make their way into this godforsaken circle right in front of them. Okay, we do have Aurora getting ready to... I don't know what their plan is as far as taking or breaking Empire from sitting up top, but Empire does have one of the better spots in this zone. Granted, they will have more eyes drained on them than not, but Aurora wants that high ground. You saw the balloon go up, and then you saw the balloon get shot down by Empire. You are able to damage those balloons. It takes anywhere from 2 to 3 clips, depending on what you're shooting it with, but you are able to take those balloons down, so could be the good play. Ranchi's going to go up top. Ranchi's drops the smoke out. A beautiful smoke. They're unable to see on that right away. Good shots out of Ranchi's. Unfortunately, had to switch off the Digi threat. Was able to get a break on one. It was Chalice who took the majority of the damage as Loba. Clank is going to get taken down. Chalice going to drop off. Unfortunately, going to lose Gobble too, but Chalice is gone for the early rotation. Should be able to keep Empire in this. Still 7 teams left. Going to go for the little underground hide here, which I just learned for the first time even exists. Honestly, I had no idea this was here. The amount of control I've played on this map, I don't play low ground ever. Beautiful rotate out of there by Chalice. Going to use that Loba bracelet to dip and dodge out. Going to be able to sit there, keep things alive for Empire. Not a fight I expected them to lose up top, and unfortunately, Empire actually left that black market up for Aurora. Quick little no-reg there from Ranchi's. No worries whatsoever. They're going to get to the base of this elevator. Using smokes very heavily today. You've noticed Ranchi's throw a couple good ones out. You've noticed a couple other teams throwing those out. That was going to be the process that shot that smoke up from the bottom. To R1C, still just sitting back, playing slow, making sure they know the fights they take are going to be the ones that they can win. No kill points just yet. They do have themselves 3 placement points just for making it to 7th. 2R1C currently sitting in 6th place with 15 points.
Target spotted.
Chaco's not really finding anything that he's looking for. He just kind of keeps spouting off into the distance. He's got that 3x on the Nemesis, but not really worth taking the shots. There's only 250 rounds left in the backpack. He's going to take that balloon. They go for a little damage there. It looks like they... Oh, I thought they threw 2 balloons out. I was like, you know what? That's kind of a cool thing. Actually got the cancel. A very heads-up angle from Uchako. Do still see Chow sitting down here, holding things down for Empire. He is on the edge of what is to be a terrifying zone. I like the charge up and the patience. A little bit of trigger discipline never hurt. The process is eliminated. Empire's moved into 6th. As we start to see this next zone close, it's going to pull hard west. 2R1C, going to be the only team with a little bit of real estate up on this platform. Not going to be able to stay inside the building that they have. Aurora's taking some damage. They're going to fall back and heal. Ranchi's going to have enough time to get this battery off. Going to be able to pick up that 1 kill point very quickly. The Vendetta does fall. Chalice going to pick himself up a kill point. Beautiful, quick little switcheroo from Ranch. Going to take down K Decline. 2R1C has moved in, though. 2R1C, they know where this zone's going to be. They've played this game for the hours. They've put in the work. Chaco does spot another player sitting over there. He's going to go for the angle of a frag. Could be devastating. Lands just on the other side of that box. Still does double damage. Able to hurt 2 players, so not a bad grenade just to kick off that entry. This was going to be Team No Reply. Taking a little bit of damage. Drom. See if the Razor switches over. Tries to pick up something. Unable to make it happen just yet. Accidentally throws Drama skybound. Potentially a little bit of a miscue there. Drama, who was already struggling for meds. I don't think they wanted to go airborne just yet, but Aurora has arrived. Aurora's ready for a couple extra KP. Keeps that high ground. Ranchi's just that last little tick, able to pick up 1 more. Ranchi's becomes your new kill leader with 6. Quick note that Aurora is playing from EU, playing at about 150 to 200 ping. 2,300 damage in a stacked lobby. Ranchi's does fall. Sunset able to keep things going. That caustic gas playing a menace as Cleve tries to keep things alive. Unable to do so. Aurora's going to be eliminated. We're down to our top 2. 2R1C and the Beer Beavers. The Sheila comes out. Beautiful shots. Trying to keep things going. It should be Uchako able to down 2 for the win. 2R1C is going to be your Game 3 champions as we get ready to move to game number 4. Congratulations to 2R1C. They finished so close, but so far, most games. Glad to see them on top. Iarka led. Orphan and Uchako came in and finished. We'll be back in just a few minutes with game number 4. We'll see you shortly.
mind is racing of what I could be, what I'm meant to see. Feel free to push me down, cause it will only make me stronger, cause I know I have things to learn. Oh, and I'll take on the world, even if it will make things harder, cause I can rebuild what was burned.
Tunda, what do you mean? You think that I went out of my way and picked some amazingly, like, crazy music? Of course I did. But, hey, sometimes that's just how it goes. Sineska, Kind4, and 3D Shiro, thank you so much for the follow. Shiro, just so you're aware as well, score commands are just always now. Makes it easy. Some people literally forget to spell the word scores correctly, so it's just... It'd be like that. It'd be like that. It looks like we did have a player last game that actually had a connection issue where they were sitting in the lobby the whole time and for some reason just never threw them into game. So it does look like they got disconnected again, but it's going to be one of the team. So Team 5 going to be playing as a duo. But we will go into some score coverage here very shortly. Big change up from after Game 2 and after Game 3. Ross El Hadoud going to be one of the teams that we do want to keep an eye on. They did win Game 1. They won Game 2. They got eliminated early in Game number 3. So unfortunately, only got 1 point out of Game number 3. But it was enough to keep them atop. Ross El Hadoud sitting first with 43. Element 6, second place with 40. 2R1C, third place with 34. Aurora, fourth place with 27. Team No Reply sitting in fifth with 23. A three-team tie at 23 points. We've got Team No Reply, The Process, and Phoenix Legacy. LG Green and Empire are tied for 8th with 20, and Beer Beavers round out your top 10 with 12 points. Looks like we're going to have an early contest here with Roar XD. If I was a betting man, this would be 2R1C down here. And it will be 2R1C, known for their drops here on Big Mod. Roar going to go for a couple extra shots. Raintastical trying to just stay alive, sitting in the back with a Havoc. Able to get the break on the Bangalore inside. Unable to pick up an additional gun quick enough. It looks like they were going for the Car 98 pickup. Not the Car 98, that's a sniper. Going for the car pickup. Unable to make that happen. Zerbo, the lone remaining member of Roar XD. Again, do want to mention, 2R1C is known for their drops here on Big Mod. So an interesting contest. Thought you were supposed to be Raven. No, that's so Raven. Patent pending. Amazing Disney show. Yeah, it was a little electric. I found a DMCA heavy EDM playlist and I've just kind of been rolling with it. That was like really heavy EDM though. Not really, I mean, but it was a good one. All right, but now that we are a little bit deeper into game number 4, finally, just wanted to make sure there were no connection issues. I'm sure everyone has seen on the left side of the screen, you're like, what does Command 500 reward do? Well, let me show you. I type 500 reward into chat. Boom, there we go. We're going to pin that for the remainder of this match. So, you can actually make money from home simply by finding cars for the Murphy Auto Group to purchase. Type Command 500 reward in chat, enter the information for your used car, including the VIN number and the mileage, and if Murphy Auto Group purchases that vehicle, you make $500. It's that easy. They're looking for your used cars today, so make sure to enter Command 500 reward. enter that information, and somebody from the Murphy Auto Group will reach out. And for those of you joining us a little bit later in the day, first of all, thank you for joining us for the Murphyverse Invitational. Presented by the Murphy Auto Group, we do have a $1,500 prize pool on board for today. First place going to take home $750. Second place going to take home $450. Third's going to take home $300. Not a bad way to spend an evening playing some Apex Legends. You can add it to your bio as countable winnings if you want.
Enemy in sight.
I don't judge. Y'all got more winnings than I do. I've won a couple headsets. I've won a couple lanyards, maybe. Thumbsticks, I think I won once. So $300 play some Apex Legends is not a bad day. But we are in game number 4. We are on board with 2R1C, who has made their way into the top 3 after the previous game. Element 6, 40 points sitting in second. So just a 6-point deficit before 2R1C moves up into the money a little bit more. We do see Sabs fall a little bit sooner than I was expecting.
Level 2.
Phoenix Legacy, not exactly sure where they had dropped on the map. But it's going to be down here where Denze and Alpha Draft are. They do lose Sabs, but should be able to get back that banner relatively quickly. Denze and Alpha, absolute fraggers out of the EU scene. Going to deny that door, shut that quickly. The Prowler hipfire going to come through. Denze able to take down 1, 2, 3. That's going to be Team Citadel trying to stay alive. Post-kill and LK are still up. Post-kill acting as a sub-in for Citadel today. Hear that gas bag go off. That's going to do a little bit of damage. Keep people at bay from pushing in. Going to go for the... I thought Post-kill was going to go for the full revive. I thought he was cracked out of his mind. All that thermal's going to come through and do some work. The thermite absolutely chunking away that health. Full clip comes through. LK able to get the break. The Seer is broken. Post-kill LK also broken. They're going to need to take a little bit of time to heal before they push into this fight. Going to go for this revive quick. Try and bait this push. I like the play. You get the audio cue as the other team, so you want to push in and make sure that they're not actually reviving, but it doesn't look like Citadel was ready to give this up just yet. 3-2-3 going to be, or 3-2-2 going to be eliminated, and Phoenix Legacy is going to fall. That was Alpha Draft trying to keep the Phoenix Legacy hopes and dreams alive for game number 1 here on World's Edge. Game number 4 overall, and they were unable to do so. No worries just yet. This is only game number 4. Phoenix Legacy, as mentioned earlier, they are tied for 5th with 23 points. So they do have a couple good games underneath them. Unfortunately, do have to work up just a little bit. 20 points is what they need to jump up and tie for first in a perfect world where Haras Al-Hadud is eliminated. Element 6 has run into another issue. Unfortunately, going to be leaving KS Winnie again by his lonesome. Not sure if he's going to be able to get those banners back. Looks like he lost those all the way over in Southern Skyhook, so all the way over here. And Walmart RNG going to be kind of facing off and gatekeeping those banners. Element 6, they are sitting in second with 40 right now. Only a couple points, 3 points exactly, behind Haras Al-Hadud. Will need to make something happen here for Element 6 to keep them in the game. They are still top 3. 2R1C does still have to put up some points and some kills. So there are plenty of things that could work in their defense. There are plenty of things that could work against them, so we'll keep an eye on Element 6 and what happens here. 2R1C going to be actually playing against the Process, the team who lost a player a couple times as we tried to get into the lobby. Throw out that black hole. Nothing's going to connect. The grenades aren't doing any damage. Process just trying to keep things moving. They know they've got 2R1C right here in front of them. An odd fight to take this early in. We're not down into the top 10 yet, so you're only going to get one placement for you. Tries to drop away. Calamitous? I know I'm going to butcher that name. I'm so sorry if you're watching, Calam. MCO trying to stay alive. Not sure what the plan is here, but it does look like it's done and dusted. 2R1C getting ready to move in. And right as I say that, no reply. Going to be eliminated. LG Green takes them out. 2R1C going to rotate away from this fight as quick as possible. They just saw Citadel drop down on them. Citadel's going to go in and clean up that last kill. Hyarka able to clean up, get his kill point, even though he was rotating away. A very heads-up play from 2R1C. Don't want to get eliminated this early on. You know you still need some points. Looks like they've got 3 kill points to their name, so not a bad start. They are down into 10th, so they will get 2 placement points as well, so already up to 5 points. Second round just beginning. Element 6 is still in it. Winnie able to get back Slayers and Kind. There's a Loba Black market sale on this map right now. My goodness. You see that next circle is going to pull. Gobble has already started to take up some real estate inside the next zone. Chalice Clankbot sitting down in Sky West. Previous streamer building. Going to go for some longbow shots off in the distance. Clank says, never mind, I'm just kidding, I'm sorry. Hits a beautiful 66 for Flesh. Couple more bullets. That player was right around the edge of falling. It's going to be Beer Beavers led by Vendetka sitting in top of this 3-story building. Going to go for a couple peeks. Not sure this is the move. But I like the play. I like the aggression. You can hear Vendetka's teammates right now saying, please stop peeking. Nobody from Empire has pushed in just yet. They're going to let this play out. Very heads-up call. Helmet 6, northeast corner of the map. You see them coming out of Climatizer. Pick this map up for the time being. Rusik gonna drop a little bit of damage with the R301. Gonna be running with that purple light mag. Puts 28 bullets in the magazine. The R301 didn't need enough help. You gotta love it though. You gotta respect it. I'm a fan personally. LG Green getting ready to chase down Team Adept. You like the aggression out of LG. They take down Basuko. That's gonna be the final quick kill. Adept Pub gonna be eliminated as post kill. Takes down AJX. There goes the balloon. Let's get over this giant thing, shall we? Take our time, loot over here if we need to, but reminder, there are no heat shields in tournaments. Big shout out to the folks at EA for making sure that was heard and conveyed from all the players. Don't want those heat shields. We don't need those heat shields. 2R1C still inside of death. Ah, they were actually able to pick up a key card. You like to see that for 2R1C. There we go. Just had a moment. It's going to be Citadel on top of LG Green. They're going to lose post-kill as Gwen takes down one. LK looking to find a connection. Is missing a little bit of shield. Going to need that back quickly. Taking damage from Skyhook West. I believe that was the Beer Beavers over there. It is. They're just going to take some pop shots and go for the distance. Citadel going to be eliminated. Gwen comes out on top of that fight with style. 4 to her name. Kimura's on 5. A 9 kill point game. An 11 kill point game so far for LG Green. Here's going to be 2R1C. They moved in quickly to try and take down LG Green, who's running away with kills in this lobby. Able to take down Gwen. Lux and Kimura still alive, so still 7 kill points up. Those kill points do count. They do carry over even after she dies, so no worries there. E6 has started their rotation in. They do have a little bit better equipment finally. It's been a little bit Element 6 been kind of quiet for the beginning of this game. Unfortunately, lost Slayers and Kind 4 early on, but KS Winnie not playing too aggro, not playing too aggressive, able to get his team back into the game, which is what you love to see. It's what a good IGL is going to do. So huge shout out to KS Winnie and Element 6, able to get his team back in the game. No need to say you're done just yet. Empire getting ready to move over into this fight. Gobble, Clank, and Chalice, not sure what they want to do just yet. Going to be looking for a little bit of real estate. They do have those shots raining down. Empire, the only team right now, kind of seemingly knowing where this next zone's going to be. As Beer Beavers is sitting just outside in Frag East. LG Green, they did lose Bucks. Unfortunate to see Bucks fall. Gwen and Kamor still are up and at it. LG Green going to be rotating through this western fragment area. Going to find their way through this 3-story building. Not sure if Beer Beavers have actually moved quite a bit. So this is going to be a good case scenario for LG Green. Able to get themselves into zone. Able to do so safely.
Let's reposition there. Hostile over there.
2R1C. They've made some really great call-outs. Really smart rotations. 2R1C looking to go make a little run of it. They did win the final game on Stormpoint with a 19-point game, 7 kills to their name, 3,100 damage. So they do want to do a little bit more. They know that after that monstrous game, right now they're only sitting 9 points behind Haras El Hadood. Going to need some big plays to make up those 9 points. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. Excuse me as I'm trying to fight off the remainder of this cold. Living in New England during cold season. It was a wise decision. Just a reminder that you can make money from home by finding the Murphy Auto Group used cars to buy. Up to $500 per car. Make sure you type command 500 reward in chat. Enter your vehicle's information and see if you're eligible. Murphy Auto Group, purchase your used automotive. IARC unfortunately going to fall in a little bit of a fight here with KS Winnie. Element 6 is keeping control of things on that northeastern corner. Empire's rotated down, looking for some actual building real estate, which I'd say is a wise decision.
Check out this area.
Haras El Hadood, your Game 1, Game 2 winners, your current event leader. 43 points to their name, only 3 points ahead of Element 6. Only have, 2 kill points right now, so they do need to put their foot on the gas a little bit. This could be a devastating blow for TTX as Gobble comes through, able to down 1, might be able to get this player back up relatively quickly. Empire's getting ready to push in from both sides, getting ready to swing over from the top. Gobble able to down M47. Flank does fall. Chalice does take a little bit of damage. Empire actually got caught in the crossfire there. Unfortunate for Empire. They were looking very strong pushing into this fight and just couldn't capitalize on it due to the third parties. Haras El Hadood still up, still at him. Only added 1 extra kill point through everything there.
Let's head that way.
Jump on board with Kimura, who's just sitting over here comfortably. LG Green currently tied for 8th with Empire, who we just saw fall, 20 points. So Empire's going to hopefully have gotten a couple kill points, which I believe they did. We go check. They only got that 1 KP, it looks like. So Empire going to move up just a little bit. Kamor, Gwen, and Bucks, they were at 11 kills earlier on.
I bet we'll find something good.
You can
here.
absolutely see why the folks at Luminosity Gaming said, you know what? Gimme, gimme. Gwen, Kamor, and Cereza.
Good here.
Cerazita. I always screw up your name. I'm so sorry.
Let's see what we have over here.
Kamor able to take down 1 from Haras El Hadood. It is Kamor v. the world. Kamor Unfortunately, she does fall. Chaco's going to get the final kill, so it actually gives it to 2R1C, which is best case scenario. Able to limit the points that Harass gets. Every little grief is going to count. Come on board with Hierarcha real quick. He's just going to be kind of playing menace. What a beautiful shot on Dean. Able to get that down. Able to get the grenade off as well. Her Hierarcha is going to get another break. Thurfin going to start to wrap around to the side. Try and get a little damage here. Dean able to be finished off. That's going to give 2R1C the guaranteed KP. Walmart NRG has been eliminated. The Creeping Barrage takes down the final player. Never how you want to fall. You just saw Winnie whip across the sky over here. That should be Winnie. Element 6 going to be eliminated. 2R1C ready to take another game. Go back to back. 3 squads left. Beer Beavers, Beer Beavers, Harass, El Hadood, and 2R1C. We haven't seen the Beer Beavers come up on top just yet, but would love to see Vendetka lead her squad to a monstrous victory here. The Beer Beavers sitting in 10th with 12 points. A monstrous game could throw them up into the sky, but they are going to be eliminated. 2R1C playing out of their mind here. Thorfinn wraps around to the side, and this should be all that was written. Going to get the final break. TTXR falls, Art SST falls, and 2R1C going to be your Game 4 champions. A huge game out of 2R1C. Waited a little bit longer than most to kind of get into this fight and take on the action. But as you can see, it works out for them as 2R1C are your Game 4 champions. We'll be back in about 4 minutes with game number 5. All right, we are getting ready to drop into game number 5. We've only got one more game after this game here finishes out. This will be game number 2 on World's Edge, and we have another back-to-backer. Game 1 and Game 2 over there on Storm Point, we saw Haras El Hadud come through and win Game 1 and Game 2, a 19-point game, a 23-point game. We're now over on to game number 3 and game number 4, which we just closed out, won by none other than 2R1C, a 19-point game, and then a monstrous 28-point, 16-kill game. We'll go over the leaderboard here in just a second once we make sure everybody is in lobby. Looks like we had a couple players that unfortunately didn't make it through, so do want to make sure that we get them in there. Lust and RoarXD. Going to be missing those final couple slots.
This is your champion.
Going to kick on the music for a little bit longer, so just bear with us as we get these final few players in, and we'll be dropping in to this final game. All right, we are going to be dropping in to game number 5. As mentioned, we've had quite an exciting kickoff so far. First 2 games won by Haras El Hadud. The second 2 games won by 2R1C. It does look like the players that crashed off of Team Roar are just going to be not coming back in, apparently. It's totally okay. It's their prerogative, I guess, as participants. They don't have to participate. But we'll give everybody in game here momentarily, and then we'll go over the leaderboard as to what that top 10 looks like.
I'm calling the ball. Let's land over there.
Keep an eye on this path. Going to be a beautiful path. Takes us right from Geyser to Lava Fissure. Fully expecting to see 2R1C get ready to drop down, go big mod. Not sure if Adept is going to want to contest this or not off rip. Jump on board with 2R1C quick. Doesn't look like they're going to be getting contested. An interesting but understandable play out of Adept. Adept does have a little bit of work to do on the leaderboard to really get themselves into contention. Adept currently sitting down in, I believe, 15th? Yeah, 15th with 7 points. So they'd be 13th, according to my math. 13th with 10. So Adept does need a little bit of work to really put themselves back into contention.
Heavy ammo here. Backpack here. Level 2.
No one's jumped in just yet. Love where this circle's going to pull. It's going to pull us in between Fragment, Overlook. Guys are going to drop us to No Name Town. There should be CIMJ jumping on board to the early fight. We're sitting just outside of, what is that, Climatizer? Yes, I always screw up this name. Sitting just outside Climatizer. Ivy, Mandy Pink, and Mercenary trying to keep things going for CIMJ. CIMJ currently sitting in 14th with 8 total points. Couple kill points, couple placement points.
Spitfire here. Get the extended mag and you're a solid base of fire.
And does look like we might see a, I believe it was Citadel. It was Citadel Phoenix Legacy last game. So we'll jump on board with Phoenix right now as they're just trying to keep Lust at bay. And while we keep this up in the meantime, let's go over this leaderboard. So you've heard me say the name, 2R1C. They win this, they win that. They won game 3, they won game 4. They are now sitting atop of the leaderboard. First place, 2R1C, 62 points. Second place, held by Haras El Hadoud, who won our first 2 games. Very impressive games, a total of 19 kills across the first 2 games. 57 points. Element 6, or E6, as we see him here, E6K Swinney. You see him rotated from Skyhook all the way over to Climatizer last game. Element 6 sitting in 3rd with 47. LG Green sitting in 4th with 34 points. Aurora sitting in 5th with 28. Phoenix Legacy sitting in 6th with 27th, tied with Team No Reply. The Process sitting in 8th with 25. Empire Gaming sitting in 9th with 24. And Beer Beavers sitting in 10th with 20 points. That's going to round out your top 10. If you're interested in seeing who's in 11th through 20th, just type command now in chat, and that'll prompt that leaderboard for you. Now that we're going to jump on board with Phoenix Legacy, I am so sorry that we missed that fight against Lust. I'm trying to read over scoring. I apologize. Do want to quickly talk on the command shown on the left side of the screen. If you've ever thought about a rewarding career in the automotive industry, the Murphy Auto Group is hiring. They're hiring in Florida, they're hiring in Georgia, and they're hiring in South Carolina. If you enter command MOVE to Beach, as spelled on the left side of the screen, so that's !MOVE!TOBEACH, enter that in chat, enter your information, and you can get started on a new rewarding career today. As somebody who has, I think I put about 10 years into the auto industry, if you're looking for something that takes you out of the house, it's very rewarding. You get to meet a bunch of new people and work in a really cool, fast-paced environment. The automotive industry may be for you. So highly suggest heading in, entering your information, and seeing how you and the Murphy Auto Group can work together.
Let's go this way.
Go see what the Beer Beavers are doing. As we just mentioned, they're going to round out your top 10. They do have 20 points total on the board. They're only 42 behind 2R1C. Who, if we look through, they were able to leave relatively kitted. They've got the gold R301 in the hands of Thorfinn. Fully getted that gold magazine. Going to reload for you automatically while it's in your backpack. You don't have to touch a thing. And we'll jump on board with Empire right now. Looks like they've gotten themselves into a fight. Chalice does have a gold shield. Clank and Gobble sitting on blues. And this should be up against Team STF. We haven't watched a lot of STF. But we will stay on board with this Empire STF fight for the time being. Let's see who can kind of break first blood on this. Going to be Chalice getting a couple entry shots in on that purple Evo sitting inside. STF not too sure what their plan is on this fight just yet. Looks like they might actually just try and disengage, which is a wise decision. They didn't really have the angles that they were looking for. Meanwhile, Empire ready to just drain and throw lead. As you can see, still throwing a couple shots off. Empire landed uncontested for the better part in Frag East. You can see Empire and STF and 2R1C, the only teams inside the next third circle. Gonna close here to this first circle. Gonna close into this next one. Gobble does know his zones just a little bit. Understandably so. Team The Process, they've moved into just outside of Overlook. We're going to see Roar XD eliminated, unfortunately, for Rain-tastical. Looks like he lost his team. They were a last-minute sub-in, so appreciate Roar XD for even filling up a slot in the lobby tonight. But we are in Game 5, and we've got quite a spicy-looking leaderboard. Again, if you do want to see the scores, just command NOW. That'll prompt those for you. Pull up the scores, the leaderboard, take a look at that, see who's running the pack right now. It's going to be 2R1C. They are only 5 points ahead of Harasa El Hadood, but both the teams been going back and forth all day. Element 6 has been a constant thorn in their side, just kind of sitting in that third place spot. But LG Green, after the previous game, putting up the 11 KP they had, if not more. I believe there might have been more, which I can go double check real quick. It's been an amazing game, or an amazing session so far. That's not going to be the one I was looking for. Let me find LG Green. So they did finish with 11 kills last game. Gwen finishing with 4. Bucks finishing with 2. Kamor finishing with 5. Kamor was kill leader for the lobby for some time, so I'd be curious to see how that ended out. And do want to just... I love stats. I'm a stats guy. So if you give me random stats, it makes me super happy. 2R1C, when they won that last game, 16 kills, they had almost 6,200 damage, which is almost 3,000 more than anybody else in the lobby, including LG Green, who put up 11 kills. There's nothing wrong with being a zone nerd. I mean, look at this zone nerd. He's moving around, figuring out where this next zone's going to be. It's going to pop, and it's going to show Empire exactly where they need to go. But now Empire, they have blood in the sights. They know there's 2 teams over here. You've got Element 6, and I believe this was... This might have been Haras El Hadood. We're going to lose Element 6 earlier than we planned, but Haras El Hadood has also lost one M47, a kill entry leader for them. Here in the Murphyverse Invitational has been dropped. Chalice comes out, able to drop a kill point for Team Empire. That's going to be Haras getting out of dodge very quickly. Clankbot has their numbers. Going to go for that longbow shot from range. Not going to connect with it from too far out. Got a little bit of bullet drop on that longbow, and you have to account for that accordingly. If Clankbot was up just a little higher, I think we'd be looking at a different situation. Beautiful break out of Clank. Clank actually able to keep his team semi-alive there. Able to get 2 for Flesh. Unfortunately, popped around the corner a little bit quicker than he expected. Chalice in an unsure position now. This was a 2v3, has become a 1v2 in favor of Haras El Hadood. They did lose their player not too long ago. Should be able to get that banner up with plenty of time to spare. Haras going to do exactly that. Chalice going to dip out of there. Knows what his role is going to be. Swifty, thank you so much for the follow. Yes, Command now will bring you to the, I believe, most accurate scores. Let me just verify that these are the scores I'm looking at as well. They are 62, 47, 47. Love that. Yeah, Command now will bring up current scores. Also, don't forget to use Command Move to Beach. Murphy Auto Group hiring in Florida, Georgia, and South Carolina. Make sure I thought I heard footsteps over here in that audio, but that was me just rotating back. Gobble. He doesn't even want to die. I love the team dedication. You bleed out. Unfortunately, Gobble is going to fall. TTX going to pick up that kill. Had to bleed out quickly, though. Chalice runs to zone. All the way over at Survey Camp. Goes over to Survey Camp. He's going to get these banners back quickly. Just like that, Gobble and Clank are not down and out. They are a little ways out of zone, though. As this zone starts to close in, they're going to have to make their way down through Epicenter. They do have their work cut out for them as of right now. Waiting for a couple nameplates to flash, but I'm going to jump on board with Citadel, who looks to have high ground over LG Green. LG Green sitting in fourth. They do have 34 points, so 20, 22, 28, something like that behind first place. I'm not good at math. That was not my specialty in high school. Kamor gonna fall, unfortunately, to the Arcstar, but it's gonna be Bucks that actually able to down. 1, 2, 3. Post-kill falls to zone, so an unfortunate fall for him. Jump on board with LK to see what LK can do if he can keep up this fight against LG Green. LG Green should be able to get this revive that you hear going off down bottom. That looks like that was going to be on Kamor. Kamor's going to come back in. Gwen's watching the door already. A heads-up play to force the reload. A good push out of Gwen.
I am here, my friend.
Gonna throw out the Loba Black Market. A heads-up play out of LG Green. Get these last final resources that they need. They are still outside in zone, so they're gonna want to get in as quickly as possible. And as I say that, 2R1C stuck in tunnels right now. It's gonna be up against STF. They've had a couple issues with connections earlier on in the day. And unfortunately, Lone is going to have a connection issue trying to get up to that zip line as quickly as he would like, as Flippy Floyd's just going to be running for his life. Able to get the Phoenix kit off, but unfortunately wasn't reloaded, and Hyarko was top of stairs with a Mastiff. Couldn't make it happen. STF going to be eliminated. We are down into the top 10.
Level 3.
Evac tower here.
Rounding through game number 5 relatively quickly. We're going to start to see a very different style of gameplay as we move into these final few games. 2R1C does have some kill points to their name. Let's see what they're working with. 3. So they got 3 kill points to their name. 2 points for placement already. So 2R1C furthering that lead just a little bit more. But Haras El Hadou is still alive. They are still in it. They are only 5 points behind 2R1C. Couple extra kill points, a team wipe, and 1 extra placement.
Never mind.
Could be all it takes for Haras El Hadou to move up into this. It does look like we are officially down and out of Element 6. We lost in that fight earlier in Fragment West, so keeping an eye now on Haras and 2R1C. And then LG Green. Going to be the one team right now that could come in and play spoiler to Element 6, finishing in the top 3. Can hear the shots coming out from
Let's go over there.
just outside. Not going to be 100% sure where those are going from, but you do hear the 30-30 raining out of Vendetta, trying to keep Beer Beavers in it. Beer Beavers a good third place finish, I believe, last game.
Check out that way.
Yeah, 3rd place. Put them up into 10th overall. 20 points on the board for the Beer Beavers. Which is just a great name, quite frankly. Not as good as Fire Beavers, if you're familiar with the EU Pro Team.
Let's go this
No
way.
reply, gonna be eliminated. They're gonna fall in 9th.
place there.
Ross right now does have a team directly above them.
Highlights your enemy.
Just outside of this little kind of zipline shaft, just outside of Overlook, there's a team sitting up top. Haras El Hadood, the team sitting in second, sitting just beneath this, just outside Respawn Town. Nothing too crazy just yet. Empire gonna lose one to the Haras El Hadood team pushing out. Can't imagine Haras pushes up on this, but they do. Haras pushes up on this with nothing but aggression. Clank gonna be the lone remaining member. Clank just trying to get away to keep Empire in this. There are still 8 squads left. Unfortunately, not going to happen. Aurora actually pushes into third part of this, takes down Empire. Empire gonna be eliminated in 8th. Aurora gonna back up, play this one a little bit safer. Gonna let the process push in, do a little bit of the weakening damage. Aurora getting set to push in and take down whatever remaining members they can. Beautiful Prowler shots come out. The process gonna be eliminated. Haras El Hadood down to 1. M47 versus Aurora. Beautiful hipfire comes through from Ranchies. That's going to be all it wrote for Haras El Hadood. And we've got ourselves a game. The first place team, the second place team, or the first, fourth, and fifth place teams all alive as we get ready to head into the final 5. We have lost Haras El Hadood. We have lost Element 6, 2R1C, Aurora, LG Green, Beer Beavers, and Adept. R1C could do a lot of damage right here with this specific game. They are only up 5, but second place team has been eliminated. Third place team has been eliminated. All they need right now, a top 4 finish with some good KP. They've only got 3 right now. A couple more points, going to give them a substantial lead if they come out on top of this with a back-to-back-to-back win. This could be all that wrote for 2R1C. It's going to be a battle for second and third to get that final placement money, but we'll jump on board with LG Green. LG Green sitting pretty on 6 KP already. Bucks has 3. Gwen has 2. Kamor's got 1. Big game out of LG Green, and we're going to see an upset here in the leaderboard. LG Green, 34 points to their name, sitting in 4th. Element 6 is where they need to get to. 47 points, only 13 points away. Adept Club going to be eliminated. You see that the top right of your screen, Adept was sitting in, I believe I said, what, 12th or 13th? Really kicked this off just yet. Vendetka does have the window blocked off, has the doors blocked off. Vendetka trying to lead this team to something a little bit more than third, trying to claim their first win of the day. Gonna drop this portal, gonna crouch out through the bottom of that.
They're aiming right at you.
I like the play, but unfortunately the Nemesis is going to come out from the team sitting just up top. That Seer was waiting and ready. Vendetka going to have to retreat. Going to have to go back into the building, sitting in an awkward corner of Respawn Town.
This one's free.
See, I can't imagine them following that team through, especially not knowing where that portal goes. To not have control over something is absolutely nightmaric. Uchako able to get another one. We'll jump on board with 2R1C. They do have high ground. Hyarka falls off the roof, going to hit that frag from distance. 2R1C sitting very comfortably inside of this building. They do have a, not commanding lead on this lobby, but they do have a good lead. Look for just a little bit more. One more additional reminder, make sure that if you're looking to get a new career path sorted, maybe the automotive industry is for you. Murphy Auto Group is hiring in Florida, Georgia, and South Carolina, so make sure to use command Move to Beach. See if any of the positions that are currently open with the Murphy Auto Group are a good fit for you. Beautiful thermals coming through. This should be illegal. Hyarka have that from distance. He's going to have to pop back and put up a shield battery. Not going to be able to do so. The Micro Jones came out from a seer.
Listen, let's move that way.
Beer Beavers are down to 1. Unfortunately, unable to get the turret out quick enough. Aurora able to come in and clean up. Take down Beer Beavers. They're going to be eliminated in 4th. Still a 5-point placement game for the Beer Beavers. Not sure what they had for KP. I believe it was 3 last I knew. So it should go up to about 25, 28. 28. 5 points for placement. 5 points for placement. I can totally talk today. Final ring is closing. We're getting ready to close out game number 5. Hyarka looking for something. Doesn't have much left. Only a couple grenades and 3 rounds in this flat line.
Shield battery. I need energy ammo.
LG Green relatively untouched for the time being, at least from Hyarka's POV. Flame's going to spin out. Those grenades are going to be absolute hell for LG Green. Look at the damage raining down. LG Green just trying to stay alive for the time being. They've got thermite after thermite after thermite coming through. There's going to be the ticks. You see both ticks coming out. A heads-up play, really, from Hyarka. Going to keep LG Green in somewhat of an interesting situation. Unable to down any of them right now until Bucks. Here comes Aurora pushing it up onto this top building. They want 2R1C to suffer. They don't want those 12 placement points to go to them. Door's going to be blocked off by 2R1C. Hyarka's firing. Thorin taking some hip fire from the R301. Thorfinn trying to keep it alive. Aurora's going to be eliminated. I'm not sure how. LG Green has the high ground. Thorfinn trying to stay alive for the team as LG Green comes out on top. Gwen and Kamor show how the persistence comes through unfazed by the 100 thermites that landed at their feet. A huge game from LG Green.
We have our Apex champion.
We'll be back in just a few minutes for the final game of the Murphyverse Invitational. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you soon. All right, as much as I am a fan of the I Just Died in Your Arms Tonight heavy instrumental cover, I'm more of a fan of Apex Legends Competitive, partnered with the Murphyverse Invitational presented by the Murphy Auto Group. We are getting ready to jump into the final game, game number 6. Syrace? SYR Ace? I'm sorry that I butchered your name, but thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. All right, as mentioned, we are jumping into the final game of the Murphyverse Invitational. We've got a little bit of a leaderboard update, kind of where I expected things to go, but super excited to share that with you all shortly. Just going to make sure that all of these players get into the game for this final drop. Do want to, as noted, just make sure that all players have the option to get in, to participate, to play for their points, and most importantly, to play for their share of $1,500 that we've got up in the prize pool today. First place going to take home $750. Second place going to take home $450. Third place going to take home $300.
3 down and locked. Let's land over there.
Keep an eye here on the path as it starts to drop a little bit southern from where we were last time. We kind of went overlook towards Lava Fissure. This time we're heading Geyser over towards Mirage. Should see 2R1C. They're going to drop Big Mod down here on the bottom right-hand side of your screen. And we've got a southern zone pull, which is, I guess, to be expected. We've seen enough northern pulls, enough middle pulls, so why not mix it up a little bit? As we jump on board, Lost who's getting ready to take down Phoenix Legacy. I say take down, I meant take on, as Sabs takes down Sear Pound, Scarlet takes down Zenze. We'll do a quick leaderboard check after this, but Lust needing a couple extra points to really push themselves into contention here. Only sitting with 11 points to their name. Phoenix Legacy at 31, sitting in 7th. So this is actually, if I'm going to jump up to this Element 6 fight, because this one's actually very important. Just to give you guys an idea, leaderboard-wise, where Element 6 currently, they are currently 4th with 51 points. Very close to being overtaken by Aurora. So we'll stay on board with KS-Winnie for the time being. The IGL for Element 6 is going to get dropped down on. Looks like a Peacekeeper is going to come through from Jukes. Element 6 is going to be eliminated, and now we're going to see some of this instead of actually reviving your teammates. It's not what you like to see, but it is what you expect. Unfortunately for 322, that's going to be all that was said and done for them.
Your party's
322 having more fun, apparently teabagging boxes than they are reviving their teammates.
Go here. Captain.
I'm captivated by all of this right now. That Jukes is not revived.
I am here, my friend.
So not too sure what's going on there.
He's not done.
Clearly 322 came out on top of a fight. We'll jump on board to 2R1C. 2R1C are your current leaderboard leaders? Question mark? Should have led with a different word. 2R1C sitting in first with 79. Haras El Hadood, while they have been first this whole event essentially, are sitting in second with 72. LG Green, a monstrous Game 5 win. A 20-point game for them after the 12 placement points and the 8 kills. Puts LG Green in third with 54. Element 6 going to be fourth with 51. Aurora, fifth place with 46 points. The Process sitting in sixth with 32. Phoenix Legacy in seventh with 31. No Reply in eighth with 29. Empire Gaming in ninth place with 27. Beer Beavers going to round out your top 10 yet again. 25 points. Able to add those placement points, a couple KP to their name from late last game. This is going to be the one for the Beer Beavers to really step up and put a couple extra kills on the board. As of right now, 2R1C posed to take this home. Looking at kill points. But it is still anybody's game. 2R1C, Haras El Hadood, LG Green, Aurora, The Process, Phoenix Legacy, also alive and kicking, looking for those final extra points. But who has what it takes?
Hostile
Jump on board with Haras El Hadou. They're getting ready to pull into a third party over here in Climatizer. You see that Nemesis come through, just oh so powerful. Hits for 68 flesh in one burst. Mandy gonna down one of the players, I believe, on STF. Able to get that quick one. That's gonna be another STF player falling. The process starting to struggle. Not gonna be able to do too much there. TTX came in to just drop a little action real quick. The process going to be eliminated, followed shortly by CIMJ. Thank you so much to the process and to CIMJ for following through. Playing in the Murphyverse Invitational today. It was a great event thanks to you. Haras El Hadou going to play it a little bit safer, I'm willing to bet. They've got the 3 kill points right now. They are only 7 points behind 2R1C. Not sure where TT was going to throw that lift to. He's decided against it. Going to keep the lift in his back pocket for now. Deer Beavers taking their time over in Thermal Station, making sure they got the loot that they want. LG Green are going to be a team that we pop over and watch quite a bit.
Hostile right here.
Ranchies going to be loading up this Nemesis, getting ready with the R99. Going to be taking their time, though, just outside Lava Siphon. LK was able to get away from this fight, so Aurora's not going to be able to dominate it just yet. Empire able to finish up that post, or that kill on post kill. Gobble able to get that kill point. Walmart and RG going to be eliminated as Kamor comes out on top of another fight. LG Green creeping their way up this leaderboard ever so quickly. While we wait to see what LK is going to do, I do want to give one more monster shout out to our friends down at the Murphy Auto Group, who have put up a $1,500 prize pool for today's Murphyverse Invitational. They've supported all 6 games. We've worked with different partners within their brand. So huge shout out to the Murphy Auto Group and everything that they stand for. If you guys have not checked out what they're doing in the Murphyverse, make sure to use command Murph. That is !MURPH. You guys are looking to win your fair share of 0.1 ETH. Make sure that you comment, follow, and like the tweet that it directs you to. And who knows, maybe that 0.1 ETH is yours. You never really know. Do you want to give another extra shout out to Spearhead Merchant Services, who sponsored game number 2? You can save big on your day-to-day costs through using point of sale machines. Type command Beats by Dre. That's !BEATSBYDRE, Beats by Dre. Enter your information and who knows, maybe those new headphones are yours. But back into game number 6, where we are back on what looks to be a Citadel hopeful. Gonna get both post-kill, and I'm just gonna call him numeric. Call him numeric. Back into the game, Rain Tastical. He was the lone member of RAR XD, a sub-in late-minute team. Going to be eliminated to Storm. It was funny, we actually just saw them fall. We are down to the final 8 squads. Everyone's doing a little bit of griefing, a little bit of aggro play, if you will. LK actually able to keep the team semi-alive. Unfortunately, they did lose numerics, which sounds like Lou Gehrig's, and that's not what I was trying to do. Check out 2R1C. What are they doing? They're looking so comfortable down here at launch site. They've got a circle that's going to pull potentially their way. Normally, these southern circles do tend to pull a little bit more to the south rather than going back into the center of the zone. Got LG Green sitting in 3rd right now with 54 points. And then we've got... I don't know. I might have accidentally clicked 3rd person. I don't know what I did there. That was a little silly of me. Haras El Hadou coming in from out of Respawn Town. Beer Beaver's going to be eliminated at the hands of Phoenix Legacy. Big shout out to the Fear Beavers. Not only are they here playing in the Murphyverse Invitational, but we had them in Apex Legends Ladies Night here in the Proving Grounds earlier this month. Vendetta, always a pleasure to have you in the crew. Thank you so much. Aurora gonna be eliminated. That's gonna be all that they wrote. They did finish out after the last game in 5th place with 46 points, so it's gonna be very interesting to see who comes in where now. It's just constant LG Green. Phoenix Legacy also falls. Thank you so much, Sabs Alpha Draft, and I cannot remember who your third was. I'm so sorry. But Denze, obviously. Denze, the original member of Kick. How can you forget Denze? Shout out Phoenix Legacy, another huge supporting team today in the Murphyverse Invitational. LG Green, though, they are on the hunt, trying to move themselves into that top 2 spot where the money gets a little bit better. You go from $450 in 2nd place to $300 for 3rd. But to add an extra 50s, that's going to give you an extra $50 a player. So not a bad day. It's a night of dominoes. It's a night out. I don't know, whatever you want to do. So LG Green will come back to them shortly, but we'll jump over to Haras El Hadoud. Getting ready to take on a fight just outside Lava Siphon, able to get the break on the Wraith. Not going to initiate that yet from M47. He did need to heal a little bit longer. TTX goes airbound on the lift, unable to find anything. Putting those quick shots onto the Loba. TTX is going to fall down bottom, has to use the zip to get back up top. Didn't have any time left. Make that play quickly. They did get a couple breaks, but weren't able to do too much more. Haras El Hadoud stuck rotating down beneath things. Citadel sitting top of Lava Siphon, able to rotate out of this relatively quick. STF hasn't moved too much, but you hear the Nemesis raining down on top of them. Now, there is no digital threat for the Nemesis, so there is no cheat code scope, if you will. You can't aim into the smoke and just see where people are using an assault rifle. We do have it for the SMG, which can be attached to the pistol, which can be attached to the shotgun, and we do have a custom one built out for the sniper, but there is not one for the assault rifle. So, using a lot of this current meta Bangalore situation, where you can throw out smokes and kind of cover your team's rotation, you don't have to worry about so much being shot into those from the long range. So STF making the smart play, going to take this train tunnel over, keep themselves outside Citadel's sights. And Haras El Hadoud has opted, to go back into zone. They're going to take this zip line. They're probably going to take this balloon right into the top of Lava Siphon, but I can't imagine that they don't see those players that are sitting over there. They do not as of yet. Here they come. Haras El Hadoud is rotated in. It was a perfect rotation. Citadel actually moved over to the side.
We can cruise over here.
Let's go there.
LG Green still sitting in. They're one of 2 teams in zone right now. Next zone, mind you. LG Green just trying to hit a couple shots. Gwen gonna throw some flatline shots down range. A beautifully kitted flatline. She got the gold mag, so that will reload in her bag. All she has to do is store it while she's using the R99, and that gun will automatically reload. Very helpful during a fight. Shots come through. I believe that's STF. It is. It's going to be STF and LG Green. LG Green does have high ground. Moore able to get a beautiful grenade. Hits for 24. Able to break the Bangalore. She's got no shields down bottom. As of now, Buck's going to take some time to heal up. Pop that shield battery. You feel those Nemesis shots just blowing by your head. Moore going to do something very cheeky. Drop that black market. You can go through this quickly. Grab any heals you need to. This is going to be Team Citadel. Team Citadel has eyes on this cheeky little angle over here. LG Green not completely safe from this fight. Citadel does have eyes on them. LG Green will have to rotate in. They're going to have to rotate all the way down and through this train tunnel area, which is hell to rotate through if you're being gate kept, but there's not enough teams right now currently to gate keep. LG Green gonna come out on top of that. STF gonna be eliminated. LG Kamor, your current kill leader with 5 to her name already. Citadel trying to stay alive, but they have given up their positioning to LG Green. LG Green has started the rotation over. They did lose Bucks. They did lose Kamor. Unfortunately for Gwen, this could be a very interesting situation for her. She's going to go throw up the launch balloon to distract them. And then actually take the rotation. She got stuck a little bit on the balloon. I'm pretty sure that's a visual glitch. Thank God. Just like that, Gwen going to be still in it for LG Green. They do lose Kamor and Bucks. Not going to be able to get back over there and get them. And unfortunately, Kamor is going to be the one that you wanted to have, so you could grab banners from that. But Citadel coming out on top of the LG Green fight. Only 4 teams left. All 3 teams, I should say LG, Harad El Hasood, and 2R1C. All top 3 teams right now. Citadel, while they are not top 3, are 11th place with 22. It would take a 30-point game from Citadel to realistically mess up this top 3. But how this final fight plays out between 2R1C and Haras El Hadood will determine who's going to walk away with this as a champion. So we'll jump on board with 2R1C as they get ready to take in this first fight against Haras. Haras El Hadood, they do lose one. They do lose TTXTR. Haras going to fall down to 1. That's great news for everybody in this lobby trying to do a little bit more damage. Haras does get it down onto post kill. More nades come out from Hyarka. Hyarka just an absolute fuse devil today. It's a very interesting side of 2R1C. Seeing the Horizon Bang fuse. A beautiful nade down and finish out of Hyarka. This is going to be LG Gwen over on the other side of the map. She's spawning in Kamor and Bucks. They're not down and out just yet. Citadel's going to be eliminated. Haras El Hasood. We are down to the final 3 teams in the top 3 teams of the lobby. Gwen able to get not only Bucks and Kamor back, able to put back a little covering fire. It does look like Citadel was able to get a down on Art. So Citadel is, Haras El Hadood is down to 1. It's going to be M47. He's going to have to move in very quickly. He's on the outer side of this ring as we get ready to close in round 4. Not going to be able to go for it just yet. Going to go down bottom. A heads up play. Does see the shots raining down bottom. So it's going to be 2R1C versus LG Green with a little bit of Haras El Hadood. Does fall, unfortunately. Uchako able to get that finish. So this is going to be 2R1C versus LG Green for the marbles. I'm not sure what the exact math is right now, but it looks to be about 25 points LG Green needs. LG would have to win this. They'd have to have some substantial kill points ready to go in their bag. Otherwise, this should be a 2R1C win. They're going to down Kamor. Unfortunately, Thorfinn going to be able to take 1, going to be able to take 2. 2R1C wins 3 games. 2R1C absolutely dominant today across the board. 2R1C, they're going to come out on top of this. Your champions, 2R1C, 100 points, first place. Haras El Hadood sitting in second with 84. LG Green, third place with 71 points. So they were very close to making up some ground. Another map or 2, LG Green would be very close to contesting for the top 2 teams. But a huge game out of LG Green to put themselves up in contention. So your top 3 going to be 2R1C with 100 points. Number 2 going to be Haras El Hadood with 84. Number 3 going to be LG Green with 71 points. Element 6 going to round out 4th with 51. Aurora going to take 5th with 50. Phoenix Legacy going to take 6th place with 39. Citadel going to take 7th with 37. The Process moves up to 8th, 34 points. Their name team No Reply moves to 9th with 29 points. Empire and the Beer Beavers going to tie with 28 points. And that is going to round out your top 10. Been an amazing event here for the Murphyverse Invitational. Just want to thank everybody for coming through, supporting. And one more time, huge shout out to the Murphy Auto Group for sponsoring this Murphyverse Invitational. $1,500 on the line. And it's going to be 2R1C Haras El Hadoud and LG Green taking placement money for today. That'll be all for me. I'll see everybody again next week for maybe another Apex event. I won't go into details just yet, but I'll see everybody next week. We'll see you soon.